Good morning, it's Craig here. Don't know how close I should get to the camera, the microphone. I want you to hear me because it's quite noisy around here, but I don't want to push my face into the camera too far. It's the 21st of January. I'm away from home for the morning and last night, but I've just spent a really good hour and a bit working on chapter 5 of the phase 3 outline planning, and like the other sections, it's been really cool, really productive, raising really good questions that I need to answer and making good connections between different parts of the book, which is exactly what this part is for. I feel like I've been saying the same thing every morning that I've been doing this, just saying good connections, good questions, but that's exactly what it is for, and it's just been a really good process for me to go through. It's starting to raise some of the biggest questions at this point in chapter 5, the second last chapter of the novel, and I'm answering some of the things really nicely. I mean, in one act, I sort of was very simply just saying things like, why is she crying? This is why. Why is she angry? This is why. Because I had things like, she cries and she's angry in my outline text, but I sort of had a feeling that I knew why she felt those things, but I had to be very explicit in this part at saying, well, this is exactly why. Like if someone were to ask on a test, why is she angry in this scene? So this is certainly my explanation as to why she's angry. So that was very good, but the other thing were, I guess, some bigger questions as well, not just why is she angry, but things like how do I get the reader to understand a big decision that someone's making and how someone else is going to understand that as well. So I guess bigger thoughts, bigger implications for the book, and understanding how to communicate that in the right way, because at the moment I've just got that it happens as part of the outline text in the plot, but now I need to really think, well, but how's that going to explain? Whose lips is that going to come from? And constantly pulling connections back and forth between parts of the book. That's actually, I think, the most fun part, is having something in part 2 of the book and thinking I don't just want it to be something that just suddenly pops into the book halfway through. I want it to be something that had its seed in part 1, so that it's a continuous loop. I won't go into that too much because it might be giving away too much, but certainly that's where I'm at. So good morning, lovely to be here in Sydney. Gonna have a nice day out and about, and then we'll be heading back home, and I'll see you tomorrow, where I'll be finishing chapter 6 as part of this particular outline planning phase, and that'll be, I'm not exactly sure how the next part's going to look, but I want to start to pace the revelations in the book. So I want to start to pace when certain things happen, or more so, not when things happen, but when things are understood, which I've got a little bit of that written out, certainly as part of the text, but I want to really even do a big timeline and just do little dots and lines that maybe grow bigger and bigger as things are more and more understood throughout the story, so that I can understand what revelations will be new to the reader at particular points of the story, and when I want them to really understand what's going on at certain points, but also when it's good to have some ambiguity around those things too. But I need to map it out, and I'm not sure exactly how that's going to look yet, but that will be something to work on in the week ahead. And I want to do that for the character relationships, the plot trajectories, and those points of Joycean revelation, maybe is the best way to say it, across the story. So that's it. Hope you have a good day. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.